Hey guys, it's Cali. Today I'm going to show you how I made this really cool celestial galaxy style mobile out of some dollar store wire and some big shooter marbles and some nail polish. If this looks like something you're interested in making, stick around and I'll show you how I did it. Okay guys, let's get started. I'll show you what I used. First of all, I got some wire from my local Dollar Tree. I believe this is 18 gauge wire, but don't quote me. You want something strong enough to hold the weight of whatever you're going to be hanging. And today we're going to be hanging some marbles. So wire, and you're going to need some tools. A pair of wire snips, a pair of pliers, and a set of round nose pliers. Also going to be using a ruler. I have some marbles, which is the important part. Now, you could use the smaller marbles, but honestly, they're going to be harder to wrap. You're going to see more of the wrapping than the marble, but use whatever you feel. I decided to go ahead and get some more shooters. I love these big shooter marbles. You can use them as is if you'd like, or, you know I wanted to take it one step further. You can make these cool galaxy-style marbles. Okay, these were super easy to do. All I did was I took a marble and I took some of my basic gesso. I have this Daler and Rowney. I got it at Walmart. I took a makeup sponge with some gesso on it and I just gessoed all over a marble, and I wound up with something that looks like this. Once that's thoroughly dry, I took some of my old nail polish, and I always have a lot of these laying around, and I did a base coat of either purple or black. I wanted to see which I liked better, and I like them both equally. When that dried, here's the purple, here's the black. Once the base color dried, I went over them with this really cool holographic polish I got. I got it online through Amazon. I probably paid $1 or $2 for it. It's called Clean Color Nail Lacquer, and this is in Holochrome 94. So that, you know, just brings out the whole wow factor. Let your imagination be your guide. You could cover these with polymer clay. There's a lot of options, but I decided to go this route. So today we're going to use 7 marbles. You can do the amount that you would like, but that's how many we're going to do today. So that, and then this is optional if you'd like, but these are from the local fishing store. They're ball bearing swivels, and these are to hang the mobile and let it swing freely, and it will spin without getting caught up. Now, you don't have to do this. I'll show you how to just hang it from a hook if you want. We'll make a hook. Speaking of making things, you're going to either need some jump rings, or because I really needed larger jump rings than those, I decided to make my own, and I'm sure many of you probably know how to do it, but I'll show you how I did it with just some type of a dowel. So this is just a paintbrush, so you need something with diameter fairly big, because we're just going to wrap wire around it and make our own jump rings, but I'll show you that in a minute. So that's an option. Unless you have large jump rings, then you could use those. And the last thing, again, is purely optional, but I happen to have a few sun ornaments in my home. This is one of them, and I've decided to use this. Now, you could make something out of polymer clay. You could hang whatever you'd like. Just let your imagination be your guide. But you guys know I love my suns. I love my moons. So this will be the final touch on our Cosmic Mobile. So I decided to use that too. So give me just a second and I'll see you back here, and we'll start cutting our wire for our base that we're going to hang things on. Okay guys, for this next step, we're going to cut our wire. So I'm just going to lay out the ruler, take out the wire, and I'm going to measure approximately 8 inches. You can do these whatever size you'd like. So I'm going to cut at 8 inches, and we're going to do one less than the amount of things we're hanging. So we're hanging 7 marbles. I'm going to do 6 bars. So I've already cut these. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? I'm going to do these one at a time, but I'll show you. It's so simple. All right? It does not have to be exact. As a matter of fact, the fact that it's not exact adds to it and changes how it balances. So we're going to take our wire. We're going to take our round nose pliers. Approximately in the middle, sort of. And again, I'm going to do these different. I'm just going to twist, okay, all the way around. That's it. Okay? One twist in the wire. This will be, we're going to hang from here, and we're going to hang from either end here. So on this end, I'm just going to twist it under. Okay? And this wire is very forgiving and very easy to work with, okay? And then we're going to go on the other side, and we're going to twist this side under. We're going to do this to each one of our wires, all 6. And I'm going to change where I put that, like this one was in the middle here. I'll show you. I'll do one more. This one, I'm going to kind of do a little further down. I'm not going to center it. I'm going to maybe put it over to the left or maybe to the right. This one I'll do to the left a little bit. So again, we're just going to twist it around. Just like that. Okay? And this loop will be at the top. And either end, we're going to twist under. So again. It's very easy to work with, you guys. If you make a mistake, just unbend it and do it again. Okay, so again, don't make them exactly the same. The only thing you want to keep the same is the fact that this loop is going to be on top and these 2 bottom loops curve under. Okay, so do all your rods and I'll see you back here when they're done. Okay guys, so these are all done and you can see I did them all differently. So we'll put those aside, and the next step, I'm going to show you how I make jump rings. And again, you can use the jump rings of your choice. If you have large ones, you don't have to make your own, but I'll show you how I made these out of the same wire, and these are large enough to hang the weight of the marbles on. So that's why I made my own, but you could do whatever you want. I told you we need some kind of a dowel to wrap wire around, and then I'm just going to take a piece of wire. Now, I cut a random piece. Do whatever you want. This is so simple, you guys. I'm going to shape the wire around the dowel, and then we're just going to wrap it in a spiral. Keep it as close and tight as you can. I just hold it and turn the dowel. Until we come, you know, however much you want to use, but that's how big that piece was. So then we're going to slide it off, and now you have this coiled spring. Starting from where the edge is here, I'm going to take my little snips, and I'm just going to cut across. And because this wire is so thick, I have to do it 1 ring at a time, but depending, you know, you're just going to cut straight across. So there's 1, and I'm just cutting in a line, and then I'm going to bend it off. Might need a little help. There's 2. Okay, so just continue on until you've cut all the way through your wires. And that's it. There you have it. So I'll be back in a second, and we're going to start assembling our mobile. See you in a minute. Okay guys, the next step is to wrap our marbles. So it's very simple, and I'll show you how I'm going to do it. We're going to take some of our wire and our round nose pliers, and we're just going to make a simple spiral. So I'm going to grab this here, and I'm going to just wrap it around and make a circle. And then as I continue, okay, now you can use your flat nose pliers if you want to just hold this, but you're going to hold your circle and you're going to continue to wrap the wire around. Okay? Now, you're not going to do too much, but that's your base. So you just have this little circle here, and then I'm going to rest our marble on that base, and I'm going to hold it against the bottom while wrapping it around simultaneously, okay? So I'm going to try to do this slower than I actually would. Hold the wire against the marble as you turn, okay, creating a cage. Now, there's a couple ways to do this, but this is the easiest way that I've found, okay? When you get near the top, so now you see I've encased it. When you get near the top, you're going to want to cut a little bit of a tail because we're going to do another spiral and with a loop to hang it. So I'm going to go about here, take our wire snips, okay, and then back to the round nose pliers, and this is going to be same thing. We're going to make a loop all the way down, okay, and you can kind of fit it there. And what I like to do is we need to hang this, so just going to pull up the top here. Okay? So that's it. Super simple. You know, you can adjust it around how you want it to look, but that's basically how we're going to hang our marbles. So let's wrap them all, and then when you get them all wrapped, we're going to be attaching them to our rods here. And what we're going to do is, I told you we're going to have 7 things hanging, so we have 6 bars. On each of these, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the first 5, I can't believe I just counted that out. On these 5, we're going to hang 1 marble from either end. It doesn't matter, okay? Just 1. And then on this bottom one, we're going to hang a marble and our sun. Okay? That's the only difference. So, to hang them, we're going to go back to our jump rings. Take a jump ring, and you can easily separate these, okay? If you can't, just use your pliers. We're going to just attach it through here. And then, like I said, it doesn't matter which end. Pick an end. And then back to my pliers. Use the flat nose. And we're just going to close it up tight. Okay, kind of move it back and forth till you get it. And that's it. Okay, so like I said, 5 of these are going to have 1 marble hanging, and the bottom one, we're going to do a marble and the sun. So I'll see you back here when that's done. Okay, guys, so I have each one of these connected on an end. And like I said, the bottom one has the sun on one side and a marble on the other. Next, we're going to connect these all. So we'll leave this middle loop alone because that's what we're going to hang from. But we're going to take each end and connect to the next middle. So I'll show you what I mean. I have a jump ring here, and we're just going to open it, and I'm going to connect this end piece with the middle of the next one. Okay, so, and these work easily with my fingers. This wire is so flexible. So that's that, okay? And then we're going to do the next one the same way. The end with the middle. This is just how I chose to do it. You could do it however you wish. All right, all the way down, this end to the middle. Because we've done the loops in different spots along the wire, that'll make each mobile unique because they all will hang slightly different. So even if you make the exact same one that I did, yours will be different. All the way down. I had a lot of fun making these. This is my second one that I did. And I think these would definitely be sturdy enough to hang outside, depending on how windy your area is. Okay, and the last one, same thing. We're just going to attach the end to the middle. And it's hard for me to show you how it hangs here with it laying down, but I will get a shot of it for you so you can see this in action here. So this is kind of what this is what we're dealing with. And now we need to find a way to hang it, okay? So you could do this any number of ways. If you want to take something like this and just directly connect it to that middle loop there, you can do that. I'm choosing to do something like this, okay, which is super simple, and then I'm going to connect that to the top spot here, and I'll show you how I did exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, I don't know why I'm not using my pliers, but I may go back and tighten those up. Okay? And then from this, I'll hang this. And they open like a safety pin. So you just close it up and hang it, she says. Okay, so anyway, let me show you now how we made the closure there. You could do one like that, or I also did one that looks like just a regular spiral there. So take some wire, cut a piece. I couldn't even tell you how much, maybe 4 or 5 inches. Okay. Make a loop about, I don't know, a little bit from the top. Hold on to that loop, and then we're just going to twist it around. And spiral it, try to hold it. You could do it however you want, but I like to make the coils lay next to each other nicely. Okay. Now that's a little long, so I'm just going to cut off this little piece here. And then this remaining piece here, we're just going to make another coil. I'm a big fan of coils. Just pinch it, let your tool do the work, wrap it around, and then move your plier a little bit. Okay, and just make a swirl. Now again, this was a little shorter than the other one I did, but you get the idea. You just cut it a little longer if you want it different. Now for this one, I just did 2 opposite swirls going in opposite ways. So pinch it, let your tool work for you, make that circle, and then use a pair of flat nose pliers to hold it, and then just guide the wire around. Very simple. Okay, you have a circle, and then again, guesstimate, and We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to go in the opposite direction that we went the first time. Just hold it. And if you don't want to get ridges in your wire, you can wrap your pliers with masking tape, the inside edges. But I'm not too worried about it. There's a flat part here that I'm using. Okay. So these swirls are great decoratively for lots of things. You can use them in your mixed media or whatever. So either one of these, you then just take one of your jump rings again, and like I showed you before, attach it. And then attach it to your mobile. Okay? So I'm going to kind of give you the idea of it right now, but I will get a shot of this hanging so you guys can see it. But loving this. There we go. And as it moves, it will totally take on different configurations, if you will. So let me hang this up and give you guys a shot of this in action. See you in a minute. Okay, you guys, I actually have this hanging from my light just so I could show you inside here. I probably will hang this outside. I'm hoping you're able to see this well. I bent the bottom wire with the sun on it just because I like it better that way. I like the way it was hanging better. You could do whatever you want. With that swivel hook on there, you know, it does move freely and just looks really cool. So I hope I've inspired you guys. And if you make something like this, please give me a shout out. I would love to see it. I'll show you the first one I did as well, kind of my prototype. That's hanging in my kitchen. Sorry about the light in your face there. This one here. So similar, but a little bit different. And yeah, so much fun to make, you guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Again, like this video if you like it. If you have not yet subscribed, I would love it if you do. I make videos very frequently. And I hope you're having a great day. And I'll talk to you guys really soon.